So recently there was a call out made in the populationone community about one of the players using cheats. Now, normally I don't look into this very much. Some people get accused, some people get pursued, or people make all sorts of different callouts. The reason I'm getting involved in this one is because I got messaged by some people, and one of their messages even said that the evidence was irrefutable. So I wanted to look into this a little bit more to see if that was indeed true and what I could figure out from the video that was posted. Now, yes, believe it or not, there are cheats that work with this game. Most of them are insanely obvious. But this particular instance was referenced as a more subtle instance, so I wanted to take a look at it personally and give my thoughts. So I have the video here. I'm going to skip around in it. There is a lot of, it's 19 minutes long. I already watched it once. I'm going to go through and kind of one by one label out the stuff. It's just full of fluff. It's not very well edited. It's full of a lot of fluff and a lot of useless stuff just to extend the time of the video. And I don't want to waste your guys' time. I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. But I wanted to get to the point to get down to whether or not this individual was actually cheating. So someone posted a video. I'm not going to show the name of the channel. I'm not going to give this person any extra advertisement or anything. But I'm going to show the video that they have on their channel, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. They accused SparklingRabbit of cheating using aim assist. And this is a video that they put together of SparklingRabbit apparently cheating. So we're going to go ahead and take a look into it and see what we can see. Now, the first minute and a half of this video doesn't show anything. It just shows Sparkling running out and dying. But we'll get into this section right here. He's going to talk about how when she gets a weapon that she just hip fires it. He's going to talk about how when she gets a weapon, she hip fires it, and the crosshair just kind of locks on people. So we're going to kind of, I guess, dissect the situation that all of this quote-unquote evidence is put in and see whether or not Sparkling is actually cheating.
This is what we all used to complain about with Zolotto or Zolotto. See how she just used a reticle to find that guy behind the mausoleum. Rewind it and you'll see that.
Okay, so first of all, I mean, the first minute and a half was actually Sparkling dying to these same people. So we already know that people are on that side of the graveyard, so of course she's going to be walking that way. And then second of all, the range, I don't know if you guys have played with good headphones before, but the range that gravestone is at and that Sparkling's at right now is actually a range where she can hear footsteps if they were actually there. So I don't think there's anything strange going on in this clip. Looks completely normal to me. This person's claiming it's cheating. So nothing crazy going on here. She doesn't hit any shots. Just standard gameplay. She knows they're there, so just keeping an eye on them. Two people on the screen right now. She's able to hit a couple shots on the one on the left. There's still one on the right. Nothing really crazy going on at all right here. Just standard gameplay. Changes to a different section. So already a couple dead people appear. She hears this window break. I don't know if you guys heard that, but you could hear it. I'll rewind it a little bit so you can hear the window break.
Get himself a kill. He's over here. Kill this piece of shit. I'm gonna go kill him. I'm gonna ship
what happens is,
so we heard the window break. You can actually see the person inside right there.
It's not able to hit.
And you hear the person flying underneath her as well.
It's not able to hit.
I'm not supporting you right now.
See how it just locks.
And the person here is saying, like, see how she just locks onto them? I mean, you already heard the person flying. She already knew where to aim for that person. So I don't, again, think anything crazy is happening in this clip. This is just normal, just her shooting someone. I don't think there's anything crazy. You know someone's in there as well.
Back there.
Just go back and watch carefully. The reticle movement's just total giveaway. It locks on targets before you ever see them. And she stops and goes, oh.
Locks on targets before you see them. I mean, she's just aiming where she hears sound. Again, if you've never played this game with good headphones, I definitely recommend it.
She misses her focus shots a lot, right?
Misses her focus shots. So, if you're using an aimbot that can't actually hit targets, I mean, it's pretty pointless. I don't know why anybody would do that. Seems kind of like it would defeat the purpose, but, you know. I can't tell if this video is actually
Sierra
satire
had to
or not.
run from her Sako shot. Watch this. Reticle found it, killed one, and snapped.
Reticle found one and snapped to the other instantly, killed one. So she didn't even get the first kill here. She heard them, she knew where they were because she was just shooting at them. Again, there's nothing weird going on here.
Snapped to that target instantly.
Again, nothing really going on there at all either. She saw someone and she just started shooting at them.
Stunned by her abilities. Here's the funny thing. If you see how that reticle locks on the target.
See how that reticle locks on the target. So first of all,
Here's the funny thing.
she already hears someone shooting an op right here, right? So if I turn it up, you can hear the op shot. So you just heard an op shot. We already know there's people with, like, at least one up there. So she already knows that someone's up there with an op. She's already going to be looking up there, ready to shoot.
You see how that reticle locks on the target, closest target, and then she lets off and it locks on the next target.
You see how she's missing half of her bullets too? I don't think I, like, even really need to watch the rest of this video.
The funny thing is, I don't know that I ever want her to stop using this because I don't think she'll be very much competition to anybody. See,
That is extremely toxic. Like, this person is just being an unbelievable toxic POS right now. It's not like, this isn't satire, and that's the sad part about it. This person legitimately believes that this is true and is just being a complete a-hole about it.
see the reticle just locked on that house.
See the reticle locked onto the house.
Be very much competition
So-
to anybody. See the reticle just locked on that house.
There's no reticle locking on the house. This is, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is the same window broken from earlier. So they divided this clip right here. Remember when we saw this person fly in the window earlier? So we heard them break the window and go in the house. So
What happens is
remember this? This is the same clip. And you can tell because in that previous clip, remember how she shot the person that was flying? You see the loot on the ground from the person that she already killed?
competition to anybody. See the reticle just locked on that house.
See the 50 shields and the loot from the person that she killed right here?
Sparkling, I'm not supporting
See,
you right now.
see how it just locked.
Remember that? So there's a dead body down there from that person that died. And this person is claiming that, how did she know
Locked
he was
on
in the
that
house?
And she knew there's someone in there. That's why
Now
she
the part that looks a little bit sus right
I
here
don't know that I ever wanted
is
very much
this,
competition
right?
to anybody.
So if you
See,
watch the crosshair right here, I can actually slow it down. Ready? Turn it down to 0.25 speed. So the weirdest thing here is if we watch the crosshair, it does jump a little bit here. So if you keep an eye on the crosshair, it does do that jump, right? Now that jump looks a little sus. It's just moving from like way down low and it just snaps onto the house, right? But remember that the way that the game registers how the crosshair is supposed to work is based on like foreground and background. So the rock that she's on right here is like foreground, that's where she's walking on. So the crosshair is just snapping from that rock to the house in the background. There's like nothing actually strange happening here. It looks a little bit odd just because she holds her gun so low and the crosshair is so low. But there's nothing odd. It's just snapping from the cliffside here onto the house in the background. So it looks a little strange, but that's just how the game is supposed to work. This person's claiming that it's, how did you know they were in the house? Whatever. I mean, again, it's just someone complaining. There's nothing strange going on here. We already saw that that person flew in the house earlier. You can tell it's the same skin, the same ace that flew in the house earlier. The clips are just split up to make it seem like a little bit more sussy. It immediately skips on to the next one. This person's just presenting information in a way that seems a little bit sus, and unfortunately a lot of the community is really quick to latch on without doing their own research or without knowing the understanding the mechanics of the game well enough to put something together. But I'll go ahead and keep watching a little bit more to see if there's anything else sus in this video.
she only leaves it out there for a second because she doesn't want everybody to see it going from target to target. So she'll hide it. And there it goes, just locked onto the target. She's trying to hide it. Open it up. And
She's
fire
not
it.
trying to hide anything. She's just aiming and then reloading and then aiming and reloading. Again, she's missing a lot of shots if she does have an aimbot.
She'll hide it.
What is that? 3 bullets out of 20 that were just hit? Maybe 17? 3 bullets out of 17? That's not a good ratio.
You'll see that she constantly hides it.
Constantly hides it. If you're running with your gun out, here's a noob mistake. Don't run with your gun out. Run with your gun put away. That way, if anybody starts shooting at you, you can immediately start building right away. If you're running with your gun out, you're at a disadvantage because if someone catches you off guard, you're just going to take a lot of damage. Whereas if you're running with your gun put away, you can just immediately start building.
Watch out. Oh no, David's shooting.
While most pros run with their reticle out front.
While most pros run with their reticle out front, that's not true. Most pros run with their gun put away unless they see a target. So whatever this person's saying here is actually just completely wrong.
So they can hurry up and get on a target. She doesn't have to do that because her reticle finds the target as soon as she pulls the gun. So watch this. Watch her very next target. Boom, on him instantly.
On him instantly. So the person had already shot her, so she knew where he
On
was.
him instantly to make him. So she's just for whatever she's so thirsty to be a good player that she's in.
Judas Cribs.
So thirsty to be a good player that she.
Are you whispering, dude? Use your words. Holy crap.
Must be nice not to have to aim the DT.
Must be nice to not have to aim the DT. My dude, she missed. Look, she hit her second shot for 13. Didn't even hit her first shot. Missed another one. Hit the second one for 100. She missed 3 bullets there? And he's saying, wow, it must be nice not to have to aim.
Nice not to have to aim the DT. See, she's running without a sword, but she also doesn't have the reticle out until right there. And you see that reticle found the guy behind.
See the reticle found the guy. So first of all, we saw the guy on the screen, right? Like, you can see him. Before she even pulled the reticle out, she saw him, right? He's right there. He's chilling. He's standing right there. Second of all, if you listen really carefully here, you can actually hear someone walking on grass. So she already can hear him as well. You guys hear that walking noise? It was very loud, or very low. I don't think you might have heard it. But you can actually just hear that person walking already.
Gun movements.
You hear that?
She's running with.
You hear that? Like, we already knew someone was there. I don't know what this person is trying to say with this video. It is, unfortunately, just a horrible, horrible video.
Is she missing him? Because the reticle locks on the hip.
The reticle locks on the hip. Okay. Why is the reticle up here if it locks on the hip? Am I missing something? Why is this happening? And then they just switched to watching a different person. So again, I'm not going to show who posted this video. I think I've shown enough of what's happening in this video for you guys to make your own opinion on it. And you guys can go from there. I'll give my opinion. Nothing in this video was even remotely sus other than the part on the cliff. But I can go ahead and boot up populationone right now and show you what happens when you walk over to that cliff, just so you understand why the reticle is doing that. I'll go ahead and do that now. So you'll see me in this clip walk over here, and you see how the reticle jumps, but that's just because it's moving from the cliffside there off to the background, something a little bit farther away, so it makes that jump. That's all that's happening here. So again, that's my opinion on this one, guys. I don't think Sparkling has anything at all crazy going on. I think she's just a good player. The fact that this video was so negative and talking so much crap about Sparkling worries me a lot, because it's like, it wasn't just, wow, she's hacking. Like, it wasn't satire, right? Like, this person was legitimately like saying like she needs cheats to win. Like, he was being a complete a-hole to her. Like, it was not satire. It's like she wants so good to be a good player. Like, this is legitimate, just like trash talking, to the point where it's basically trying to incite a witch hunt, which I think is way crossed the line of what's okay. My idea of what is happening is someone died to a girl and can't understand that they're a worse player than that girl, and it's coming out a little bit in this video. So that's my opinion on the whole thing, but I think Sparkling's a good player, and I don't think there's anything crazy going on in this video. Now, something that I've noticed about the community that we really need to watch out for, guys, is people are very, very quick to jump on bandwagons of stuff. The drama trains, someone will be accused of cheating, everybody will claim that that person's cheating, and they don't really do research or look into it very much themselves. The fact that a video like this that isn't well put together, isn't well edited, has bad sound, doesn't even show like good information, that I'm getting messaged about it with people saying that, like, you know, this is actual legitimate proof is pretty worrisome to me. Like, this isn't even a well-made video, and there's a lot of people who believe that this type of gameplay is proof of cheating. So I definitely recommend that you guys do a little bit of research on it first. If you're even remotely like confused on what could or couldn't be cheating, you can send a video to me. I'll make another video like this on it, and I'll see, you know, from my perspective if I think if anything is going on. Now, I'm not going to say that I can identify every single instance of cheating ever, but I think that I have a pretty good idea of what constitutes as cheating, and a lot of the time it's pretty obvious, so I can at least give that opinion on it. So if you guys are ever confused about this sort of thing, just shoot me a message, send me the video, I'll have a look at it myself, and we'll see what we can come up with from there. Let's try to raise up others in the community rather than hold everybody down, guys. I hope this doesn't become a consistent thing for the community, because it was really sad to see how willing some of you were to destroy friendships or relationships out of evidence that wasn't even accurate. If this video was meant to be satire, know that you completely missed your mark in this case. Not only did you incite basically a witch hunt against a player, but you incited a lot of hateful direct messages and accusations as well. I think you owe quite a few people an apology if this was actually meant to be satire.